Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Jai Jai Rama Krishna, 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 Jai Jai Rama Krishna. Jai Jai Rama Krishna, 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 Jai Jai Rama Krishna. So we are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, renunciation of action. So this renunciation is not relinquishing or say like abandoning action. This teaches us while performing actions, we don't perform. So that is renunciation here. It doesn't mean that we leave our duties. If someone leaves one's duty, his or her duties, he is punishable. Because, as Bhagavan said, that this whole system is karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshar samudbhavam. The whole system is depending on this karma. But if someone in that chain breaks the rule, that means immediately he becomes punishable. So, we have heard, but a little recapitulation will help. We have already heard that while performing karmanya karmayah pashyet, while performing, one can see that he is not performing. Karmani akarma yah pashyet. What is karma? As we have already discussed, but let me repeat it. Bhuta bhavudbhavakara visarga karma sangita. See, we do something and that something is produced. Say, when we do something, even our samskaras are produced. Adrishta phalam is produced. So whenever we do something, something is produced. So that is karma. So when we do something, if something is produced because of something, so that's karma. But there is a possibility, while performing also, nothing is produced. So this is a trick. This is very, very difficult to understand, but one has to understand this. Sarva karma uparama. That means, say you had something to do and you did it. So that whole thing is done. So you feel a joy within that I have done whatever is done. Similarly, while doing also one can think that though I am performing something, but it is nothing. Say you are driving, but when you are driving, hardly you are aware of that because you are so used to it. In the beginning, it is not like that. In the beginning, you put your attention and then with whole attention, then you have to see front, back, sides, so that nobody comes and bangs you or you bang somebody else. But when it is natural, then there is no extra effort. I also give the example of, say, a musician who plays on piano effortlessly, or a person who surfs. You or me cannot surf as they do, but they are as if they are doing nothing, and they are enjoying. So this is possible. So when a person sees a karma while performing work, and on the other hand, a person, when he is not doing anything, what are you doing? I am doing nothing. I am doing something which is called nothing. So, there is a video you can see in German language. So he said, "What are you doing?" From inside, lady calls, "What are you doing?" "I'm doing nothing." And then you could have gone to walk, for a stroll. No, I'm fine. You make me crazy. So all kinds of joke is there. So the thing is, when we do not do something which is stipulated, then it sits on our head. Though I am not performing, but that karma is being done, as it were. So a person who is very, very wise, he can understand that such karma, though it is not being done, but it is done. That's the karma. Karmanya karmaya pashit, akarmani cha karmaya, sabuddhiman manusheshu sa yukta krishna karma krit. He who sees in action, and action in inaction, is intelligent among men. He is a yogi and a doer of all actions. Krishna karma krit. That means he has done whatever is to be done. He is perfected. So this is very, very important. And his work is, whatever he does, he totally anchors in himself. And instruments are functioning, but he is totally anchored, absorbed in himself. So, whose undertakings are all devoid of plan and desire for results, and whose actions are burnt by the fire of knowledge. Him, the sages call wise. Sarva karma akhilam parthe jnane parisamapyate. So all the actions that we do, it ends with knowledge. Experience. We do something, we gain experience. And with repeated experiences, then we have knowledge. So this knowledge is like the paripak, that means after digestion, the whatever gist that we gain. So here, whatever one should do, he should not do with something keeping in aim, something in mind, ulterior motive. Rather, it is as if I am offering to the divine. And rest, the result lies with him. So, kama sankalvarja, jnanagni dagdha karma. And through the fire of knowledge, he can see that he is burning all his actions and duties. No work is being done. So, jnanagni dagdha karmanam tamahu panditam muda. Such a person is pandita. Pandita means who has knowledge of self. Panda vishekam jnanam yasyasti sa panditaha. So, he who knows the self, he is pandita. Generally, pandita is called who knows some scriptures but here it is a different kind of meaning. And with renouncing all desire for results, forsaking the clinging to fruits of action, ever satisfied, depending on nothing or depending on oneself, on himself or herself. That means his real self, anchoring his self within. Though engaged in action, he does not do anything. Because everything is offered to the divine. So that is the wise man. Then, without hope, the body and mind controlled, and all possessions relinquished, he does not suffer any evil consequences by doing mere bodily actions. So he, say singer, perfect singer, he sings effortlessly, but he enjoys within. He is not putting his effort for singing, rather he is enjoying. So shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnati kilvisham. So he does not, though he is performing, and sometimes, say here, he is preaching to Arjuna, who would be killing his enemies. But Bhagavan is assuring that by doing that, he will not incur any sin. Sorry. And such a person is happy all the time. Yadrichalav santushta dvandatita vimatsara. Content with what comes to him without effort. Say Sri Krishna is also floating. Whatever comes, he just interacts, not reacts. Say we react. But a person of high understanding, he interacts, and he is not affected by that. Unaffected by the pairs of opposites, free from envy, and even-minded in success and failure, though acting, he is not bound. So such a person is like Sri Krishna, as he is doing, such a person is wise. And then, devoid of attachment, liberated with mind and centered in knowledge. Devoid of attachment. We are, as we know, whatever we do, even we say hello, so we expect some return from the other side. But he is not like that. No attachment, no expectations from the world. Liberated with mind centered in knowledge. Centered in knowledge. That means anchoring in his own self. Jnanavasthita cetasa. His knowledge is purified. So he knows that though he is functioning, but it is not for any results. And why he does then? It is for a fun, as Swamiji said now. Swami said, I am lecturing here because it's a fun. So, yajñāya charata. It's for yajña. Fun means here it's not fun, rather it is offering. Yajña, offering. Yajñāya charata karma samagram praviliyate. So, Josephine MacLeod would clap. What a fun, what a fun. Because she could see that everything is so engrossing, but at the same time she was not attached. So she could enjoy. Like when we enjoy something, we are with it, but not of it. We enjoy, we are engrossed there, but we are not affected by it. So that's very important. So, devoid of attachment, liberated with mind, centered in knowledge, performing work for yajna alone. So whatever one has to do, one should offer to the divine, offering. It's eternal offering. Whatever we do, and after this we'll read that. Whatever we do, it's an offering. An infinite way we can do this. So now after this, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi, it's very, very famous as we recite before the food. So here it is, whatever process we follow, it is Brahman. Whatever you do. Say like water. Water in liquid form. Sometimes it's in a solid form. But when it is heated, it is vapor. And it is happening. So we can see in the nature how water is solidified, and then it is liquefied, and then it's vaporized. So actually it is water in all forms. Similarly, all the process also is like that. We differentiate, but if you see from distance, it's all unified. The process is Brahman. The clarified butter is Brahman. That means whatever you offer, that is Brahman. The instrument by which you offer is Brahman. Ultimately it is Brahman, as we all the time mention about the scientists. They would say everything is energy, energy and energy alone. Sometimes it's in the flow. But here especially one thing is there, Brahma Karma Samadhina. A person who is aware of this flow, he is apt, he is very expert in it. So he is steeped in this knowledge that everything is Brahman. So Brahma Karma Samadhi. That means his understanding is totally absorbed in this process. That means he is in Samadhi, in Brahma Karma. That is everything, all karmas are actually Brahman. Brahma, karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam. So even karma has come from Brahma. But that's lower Brahman. But anyway, that's Brahman. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam. And that lower Brahman is also Akshara Purusha, this higher Brahman. From that, lower Brahman has come. From lower Brahman, his karma is produced. So Nityam Yajna Pratishtitam. So everything is Pratishtita. That means it is established in Yajna, in offering. See here also, like when we come in, that's like Yajna. When we go out, that's also going out, offering somewhere. Yajna. So yajna is possible in all situations. When we offer something to our Jataragni, that's also yajna. The concept of yajna came, like in our Vedic time in India, they used to have a Garhyapatya Agni, that means fire at the corner of the house. And now that place has taken the shrine. Every household has got a small shrine. And then they come and offer some flowers, meditate for a while, and then if someone is going out, so he goes, or whatever he wants to do, they do, or he does. So that is the concept of yajna, that At the corner there was Garyapati Agni, they used to offer something, oblation. So from that this is taken. The process is Brahman. Whatever process you follow is Brahman. And whatever you offer, that is also Brahman. Now what is Brahman? Brahman is highest common factor. I give example. We are individuals, but as you all are Americans. But as human beings, even those who are not American, they are also united as human beings. Even beasts are included when we see living being. And even plants are included. So we can include the highest common factor. We include everything in highest common factor. So his name is given Brahman. That means this is our real nature. Our real nature is also the same, Brahman. See, here we see space. If it is in a small vessel, that's also space. In a house, this space is also space, outer space. So space is not different. Only the limiting adjuncts is limiting that space. So, everything is Brahman. That is the point. Everything is a space. Like here, space is the highest common factor. Similarly, Brahman is the highest common factor. So, a person who is steeped in this knowledge that everything happens in Brahman, by Brahman, and the process is Brahman, it goes to Brahman, such a person is Brahma Karma Samadhi. So the process is Brahman, the clarified butter is Brahman, offered by Brahman in the fire of Brahman. By seeing Brahman in action, he reaches Brahman alone. So this is very unifying. Now we'll go to a section. This section is for the praise of this knowledge. But in the process also it will explain various means and methods to reach this state. So what is that? Daivam pare yagyam yoginah paripasate. Brahmagnava pare yagyam yagyanaiva upajuhati. So various ways we can relate with our day-to-day activities. Some yogis perform sacrifices to devas. Now devas, it doesn't mean here some deities are living somewhere. Devas means Diva Dotanavan, whatever shrines, the principles. But here it is taken the senses. So while others offer the self as sacrifice by the self in the fire of Brahman. So Daivam eva apare yagyam yoginaha paripasate. So like seeing, if I see you, that's also kind of yajna. Something is being offered to something and by someone for something else. So this is the process of yajna, offering. So here Jivatma, say like Brahmagnava pare yagyam yajnanaiva upajuhati. The person who is performing this is also an yajna. So everything is yajna. Yajna means offering. Daivam eva apare yagyam yoginaha pariyupasate. So what is the main point here? The main point is change in understanding. We change as of now. This is a society. I have to act with someone in some process. But here, the highest point is that I am interacting with my Lord, with the divine, with Brahman. And the person who is offering is also Brahman. It's not that he is any lower. In higher state, we all are one. Even offering, say I give example, if you see from outside, if you see this world from outside, you'll see one unified whole. So the person who is offering yajnam is also the same to whom he is offering himself. So it is the same is being offered. Say like it is like this. River. What is river? Water. And it merges in the ocean. What is ocean? It's water. So water is merged in water. It is unified. It's like it's a unification. So daivam eva apare yajnam yoginaha paripasate. Some yogis, some striving souls perform sacrifice. Sacrifice means here offering. It's not sacrifice. So how they do? To devas, to senses. Whatever is happening, like I am seeing, that means I am offering the stimuli from outside to my senses. Yogina paripasati. Brahmagna vapare yajnam. Some also offer the same thing to Brahman. That the fire is Brahman. And what he does? He even offers himself. Brahma vapare yajnam yajnanaiva upajapayati. And by the person, that is also Brahman. Everything is Brahman. So while others offer the self means sacrificer, he is offering to the Brahman as sacrifice by the self in the fire of Brahman. So this is the practice. Here so many ways are shown by which we can offer our day-to-day activities to the higher reality, the highest reality. That's Brahman. So similarly, now he explains further. Shrotradin indriyan anye sanyam agni sujubhati. That means some again offer hearing and other senses as sacrifice in the fire of control. So controlling is also a kind of sacrifice. What he is doing? He is offering his senses to fire of control. This is another way of sacrifice. Shrotradin indriyananya sanyam agni sujubhati. And some people offer shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha, like 5 sense perception. They offer to 5 sense organs. Hearing, the sound goes to the hearing. So that's also an offering. Say, this sound, whatever you are hearing now, if you can think about it, this is also an offering. You are offering the same thing to your senses, to your olfactory sense organ. No, whatever is perception. So, shabdadin vishayananya indriyagni sujibhati. And the other who offer various stimuli like shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. Shabda means sound, sparsha, touch, rupa, form, rasa, sap, or by which we taste, and smell. These 5 also can be offered to the divine. And what is that divinity? Our senses. Whatever we hear, whatever we touch, taste, everything is an offering. I'm touching this, it's an offering. I'm seeing you, it's an offering. And you are hearing me, that's also an offering. So this way we can deify our day-to-day activities. Now the next is Sarvani Indriya Karmani, Prana Karmani Chapari. So all the functions of our senses, Sarvani Indriya Karmani, and all the functions of my prana. Prana has got 5 functions. Prana, Apana, Samana, Udana, Vyana. Say, when we inhale, prana. Apana, exhale, apana. Prana, apana, samana, when it is in equilibrium. Udana and Vyana, say belching and other kind, and also say evacuation. So these are 5 pranas. So some again offer all the actions of senses and functions of the vital energy as sacrifice. So no need of sitting at the corner of room and sacrifice Om Sri Ramakrishna Namaha or something like that. Whatever we are doing in our day-to-day activities we can do. If you are offering to your pet some food, think about it, that I am offering to the divine. And that time one should not think that this is my pet. Rather, I am giving to the divine. Because divine is underlying everything. Divine is all-pervading. He is the essence of everything. Therefore, whatever I am doing, it is I am offering to the divine. Divine is all-pervading, everywhere. Brahmai Vedam Antaram. So everywhere it is Brahman, within Brahman, outside Brahman. In front of me, Brahman. Backside of me, Brahman. Sides, Brahman. Everywhere it is Brahman and Brahman alone. All the functions are Brahman. All the activities are Brahman. Brahman is highest common factor. My real nature, my essence, not that Brahman, where can I find Brahman, Swami? Not like that. You are Brahman. Your real self is not that what you think about yourself. I am such and such. No, that's your name and form. Or the family that you belong to. Your essence. Say you are in waking state. So all the ideas come that I am Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. And I belong to that family. I am son of such a person or a brother or sister of so other person. Not like that. That's only related to body, related to mind. But what is my real nature? Say in your deep sleep, you don't remember all these things. But still you are there. So we have to find our real nature. That is within. And that nature is everywhere. Like space is everywhere. I gave example. Like space is within this room and outside of the room, to my back, to my front, to my sides, everywhere is the same space. Similarly, space we can understand and conceive. Similarly, we have to conceive the highest common factor is my real nature, the essence. And it is everywhere. It's in front of me, it's in sides and backside of me, everywhere. It's the same self. And whatever we are doing, It is an offering to that same self. So, sarvani indriya karmani prana karmani. That means some again offer all the actions of senses and the functions of the vital energy. That's vital energy means prana. Like I said, prana, apana, samana, udana, vyana. These 5 various functions of prana, vital forces. Prana karmani chapari. So some people would like to do that way. Fine, that's good. Some are offering karma yoga. We do karma yoga. What we do? We do something and then offer to God. So what is the common factor? Say, a priest is doing puja or worshipping. You say, oh, don't go there. He's worshipping. But come to kitchen, see here we can enjoy, But consider that work also is a worship. What is the difference? There is no difference. There, a pujari is taking some flowers, says, Idam Sri Ramakrishnaya Arpanamastu or Sri Ramakrishnaya Namah. Same thing can be done when you are cooking. You are cooking, that's also an offering. When you are serving, it's an offering. And when you are eating, that's also an offering, because you are offering that food to the highest common factor, that's Brahman, that's in your Jataragni, you are offering. So this is so simple and so uplifting. So what we say karma, say when we do ordinary karma and the worship, what is the difference? The difference is, there everything is being offered to the divine. If we can, with awareness, offer our day-to-day activities to the divine, that's also one worship, a worship. So Swami Vivekananda taught us this. So first we do karma, and then with karma we do worship. So karma and worship. Later, karma becomes worship. Karma is worship. Why? If it is offered to the divine. So karma yoga we do, what we do? We do something for the divine. Then it is karma yoga. If we are doing for ourselves, then it is not karma yoga. If it is for my name and fame, it is not karma yoga. Karma yoga is to offer to the divine without any expectation, without any ulterior motive. So here, sarvani indriya karmani prana karmani chapare atma sanyam yogagno. So self-control, someone is offering to for that. What is that? The fire is atma, self-control. And he offers with understanding, with knowledge. So what is happening? Only change of understanding. An attitudinal correction. That's the way the psychologist would say. And to do something, you are doing the same thing. Just change the attitude. Awareness. Last time I gave example, like you are going somewhere and you are laid over to some other, say, airport. But you are always mindful, oh, at that time I have to catch my next flight. Sri Ramakrishna gave 2 examples. So first example he gave, suppose you have a toothache. So whatever you are doing, but always your mind is at your tooth. So we have to keep our understanding, our awareness with this. Whatever we are doing. So this is wonderful. Second, Sri Ramakrishna gave an example. Here it's difficult to understand. say in rural Bengal, there is a husking machine. So somebody, there is a lever. So it goes up and down with a pestle. And somebody presses one end, then it goes up and then comes down. And a person is changing the rice when it's being husked. The person may interacting with a person. Yeah, you see so much of say backlog. You please pay that money. And nursing a baby also, but her whole attention is to that pestle. It's going up and down. It should not fall at her hand. This awareness, that pestle of death is following. Therefore, we must pay attention to our real self. Let us anchor ourselves in our real self. And then whatever we are doing, let us do. There is no harm. You see, a person, if he understands that in bangle it is gold, in earring it is gold, in necklace it is gold. So the person who knows, he will use necklace to her, say, neck, not bangle to her neck. So he or she knows where to use that particular thing. But at the same time, he or she knows that underlying everything is gold. So whatever we are doing, let us understand this, that underlying this is that same divine being we call Brahman or Atman, the real self. In and through everything is the same self. And let us have, food we are eating, but we are eating not for appeasing my desire. Rather, it is just to appease the hunger. That's an offering. I'm offering that. So, good, bad, whatever comes. Yadrichalava santushto dandvatito vimatsaraha. And happy in all situations. Oh, it is too much or why. All kinds of disturbances come and then we are destabilized. No. Let us be happy in all situations. So, sarvani indriya karmani, prana karmani chapare. That means, some again offer all the actions of senses and the functions of the vital energy as sacrifice, as offering. In the fire of control in self. Even that is also an offering. And kindled by knowledge. Juvati jnana dipite. Like it is fire is lit. And knowledge is flickering. In that we are offering this all these actions. So this way we can offer and we can defy our day-to-day activities. No need of sitting at the corner of the room and I'm doing japam now. Don't disturb me. So mind is there. Rather it is better to, like whatever we are doing, let us offer that action to the divine. Now comes the next shloka. Drabya yajñās tapo yajñah yoga yajñās tatha pare swadhyaya jnana yajñascha yatayah shamshita vrata. That means others again offer wealth, austerity, drabya yajña, like offering material things. We offer like in that fire you must have seen we offer ghee, and ghee means clarified butter, and some other thing, and then some leaves, etc. But all those are symbolic. Whatever actions that we are doing, actually we are to offer that. But that is also a kind of, if someone wants to offer something, some matter, that's also good. So, others again offer wealth. Wealth means matter here. Austerity and yoga. Even the unification with the divine, that also can be offered as sacrifice, as offering. While still others of self-restraint and rigid vows offer study of the scriptures and knowledge as offering. See, we are offering. This is Jnana Yajna. Whatever we are studying today here, if we offer to the divine, this is called Jnana Yajna. That's why Japa Yajna, the vigil that we keep on 1st of January. Right from 7:30 to 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. somebody is doing japa. So it is called Japa Yajna, offering of japa. That we can do every day, every time. But we do on certain time to make it foremost in our understanding, so that we are aware of it. That's why Karma Yoga. We do Karma Yoga. By that, some maintenance is also done. At the same time, this awareness also comes. Okay, I am doing for the ashrama. So this is not for me. So this way we do Karma Yoga. So, Dravya Yajna, Tapa Yajna. Tapa Yajna means whatever austerity that we perform, that is also offered to the divine. That's also offering. Yoga Yajna, see, unification with the divine. That's also a kind of Yajna. Swadhyaya, studying for self-evolvement, evolution, self-evolution. So that's also Yajna, because I am offering to the divine. Yataha Shamshita Brata, and Yataha means the person of self-restraint, those who are poised in it. And Shamshita Brata means those who have dedicated to this yajna. So all these people are offering various kinds of yajnas. And we can also do. Its main thing is awareness. That I am not this small self. I am not limited by these adjuncts, that name and form that I hold to. And it is so dear to us. That is limited. But be aware that the whole world, the whole universe is nothing else but you. This awareness we are to cultivate. And by offering small sacrifices, by offering small actions, we unify ourselves with the whole universe. Small river offers itself to the ocean, and it is unified. The purpose of this offering, all kinds of yajnas, is to unify oneself with the divine self. So this is to be cultivated. And then next comes apane juvati pranam prane pane tatha. These are various sacrifices, it is various offerings, various ways of this unification, this understanding that has been enumerated here. And all can be individual. Everyone can be a way of worship. So, apani juvati pranam, pranipanam tatha pare, pranapana gatiruddhva pranayama parayana. Some people do pranayama. What they do? They inhale puraka. Then kumbhaka, he holds. She holds. And then rechaka. Rechaka means letting it go or exhaling. So, these are also various kinds of offerings, worship. So, yet some offer as sacrifice the outgoing into the incoming breathing. So, what he is doing? Outgoing, that means exhaling, he offers that to incoming. And the incoming into outgoing. And some do stopping the courses of the incoming and outgoing. So these are various pranayama. The main thing is awareness. Sarvam karmakhilam parthe jnane parisamapate se. All these are for cultivating awareness of self. I am the self. I am the purified or just pure self. I am the pure self, untainted, unblemished self. Even karma cannot tinge me. So, stopping the courses of the incoming and outgoing breaths, constantly practicing the regulation of the vital energy, while others yet of regulated food offer in the pranas and the functions thereof. So, while eating also you can offer to prana, because that invigorates. Prana is strengthened by food. So, that's also a kind of, whatever food I am eating, it's for strengthening the system. So that way also the offering can be offered. Apani juvati pranam prane pani tatha pare prana apana gati ruddhva. That means holding. That means kumbhaka. Pranayama parayana. Such people are there who offers in kumbhaka. Apare niyatahara. Niyatahara means who has controlled his intakes. Ahara means ahriyate yasa. Whatever we gather. Not only eating. We see something that we are gathering through our senses. We smell something. We gather the stimuli from outside. And then we hear something, that's also we gather. That is why we need to gather whatever is good. Because by that we can outgrow our limitations. So about nihatahara means who has controlled or regulated his intaking, not only food, but all other sense stimuli. So what they do? Apare niyatahara pranan pranes juvati. They offer prana in the prana. So these are various ways, but main thing is to be aware of the divinity that's already within us. It's not that we acquire from somewhere else. When we sacrifice, when we offer, then we are aware of it. So these are various kinds of offerings that Bhagavan has mentioned. Sarvepyete yajna vido yajna kshapita kalmashaha Yajna shishtamrita bhujo yanti brahma sanatanam. Nayam lokaste yajnasya kutonya kurusattama. We'll take up this in the next session, next class. So idea is, when we offer, what is the remnant? What is prasad? We offer to the deity and we take prasad. Then it is without any blemish, without any taint of any So this offering is purifying. That we should practice, and we can do it in our day-to-day activities. That is the main thing. And essence of knowledge is unity. And this is not only physical, not only mental, but it is spiritual also. The whole world is one, unified whole. So, in our efforts, let us offer all our activities to the divine to feel this unity. Unity in diversity, unity in action, unity in our efforts and offerings. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. See, our class is also Arpana, offering.